Hey, what's going on, everybody? From John the 23rd, I'm Connery Van Dyke, and you're watching Hot Ones, the show with hot questions and even hotter wings. And today, we're joined by Josh Adkins. He's from Kingsport, Tennessee, and is a senior at the University of Tennessee, studying biochemistry on the pre-med track. He's currently the co-director for VolCatholic here at John the 23rd, along with Delaney Klee. You can catch him around the lounge in between classes, or at almost any Vol sporting event, usually in the front row. Josh Adkins, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure to be here. I feel like I was born for moments like this. I feel like I should have been the first episode, but that's neither here nor there. We will let my performance decide this. So yeah, happy to be here. Thank you for having me, Connery.
Yeah, no problem, man. How are you feeling today? How are you feeling about the Hot Ones? I see you might be a little shaky.
Pretty but that's neither here nor there. I'm already feeling a little sick, but I'm ready to conquer these wings. I will not go down without a battle. I will finish every single one of these wings in its full. Not in its full. I will finish every one of these sauces in its full.
Right.
To the best of my ability.
Awesome. Well, let's jump into it. How is it?
Good, that's not hot.
I'm glad. That would be a little bad if it was hot.
That's good, muy bien.
So as most people know, you love going to sporting events. Whether it's watching the Vols play football or basketball, or even watching teams like the Reds or the Raiders on TV, sports are an important part of your life. Where did your love for watching sports come from, and why is it so enamoring?
I would say it really derived from my parents pushing me to get involved in sports from a young age. I was constantly playing summer league sports, rec league, travel, all the above, and I think that's kind of what drove me to fall in love with sports so much. It didn't help that I'm not that good at them. That's why I watch them now, and that's why I like to be front row. I like to act like I'm playing, even though I'm not. That's the best I can do is be front row, show up early like a weirdo, and get front row, so yeah.
Do you have any favorite memories from watching a team play, whether it be in person or on TV?
100%. Third Saturday in October, when the mighty Volunteers beat Bama and we were able to storm the field. It was a really great time. Go down there, smoke a stogie on the field. With some of my best buddies. It was a really surreal moment. It was kind of once in a lifetime, obviously. If we storm the field again, that'd be pretty embarrassing. So yeah, it was a great experience to experience once, and it's kind of life-changing. Some pictures that will forever be cherished in my heart.
Can you also give some insight into where your love for trash talking came in? At what point did you start to love trash talking players or other teams?
It kind of all derived really just from how bad teams are, and really how much I see players talk trash to my players. When you see them come into our house, our arenas, our stadiums, and rip into our players like they, are better than them, when in reality they never are. So that's kind of what I never really had a trash talking persona when I played sports myself, but I think. Being on the sidelines, that actually contributes to me being on the field in my own head. And so being able to be the 13th player in a football, or 12th player in a football game, 12th player on the field, and contribute in some way, that is probably what allowed me to, or led me to trash talking. Good. Dino Nuggets really good.
Yeah, Dino Nuggets is what we got going on today too, so I'm loving them.
Very good.
So from being from Kingsport, there are a lot of staples that come along with living in that area. From Powell's Burgers to Dr. Nuff Soda, what would you say your favorite staple was growing up, whether it be a food, place, or experience?
I think you said it best yourself. Pal's Burgers. If you haven't checked it out, there's probably one 45 minutes away from Knoxville. It is it is a local, in a sense, fast food, and it is very good, very tacky. The buildings, you will not miss them. Big blue buildings with big hot dogs and burgers and cups on them. And yeah, that's kind of what designates Kingsport as Kingsport. That's where Pal's was founded, and I grew up eating it, a decent amount. That might be why I'm fat, but it's neither here nor there. Yeah, so I think that would be the staple. Or Eastman Chemical Company. They basically run the entire economy of Kingsport.
Okay.
And without Eastman, we would be nothing. So all hail Eastman.
Fair enough. Are you ready to move on to the third wing?
Sure.
Here we go. The Buc-ee's.
Yeah, it does not taste good.
Yeah, no, it's not. It was a bad choice. But
Yeah, don't check it.
we're sticking through it.
It's horrible.
So most people may not know this, but your involvement here at VolCatholic didn't necessarily...
First sip.
There we go. Didn't necessarily start right away. I heard you say that it really started after your second awakening retreat, where you worked as a gopher. What was so different about this retreat, and how did staffing this retreat change your mindset about VolCatholic and John the 23rd?
Yeah, I think that when I was a retreater, obviously there's a decent amount of secrets and not really knowing exactly what's going on throughout the weekend. And so I didn't necessarily make the connections with people, make the friends that I desired to kind of push me to come around more and come to events. But for some reason, I decided to staff, by the grace of God, one may say. I decided to staff and come back, and that was when I kind of made some of my best friends. Met Scagnelli, Alex Scagnelli, who was the first episode of this, unfortunately. And so that's actually when I made some of my best friends and made those connections who pushed me to come around more and pushed me to better my faith and pulled me closer to God.
Yeah, that's awesome. So did having your older sister Maggie be super involved here affect your desire to come around John the 23rd and VolCatholic, whether it be in a positive or negative way?
Being known as Maggie's little brother kind of pushed me away a little bit. But I think kind of, as I said, when I staffed, being able to see the impact it had on the retreaters kind of allowed me to, I guess, make a name for myself and kind of be known as Josh rather than Maggie's little brother, because we're not really the same person at all. Anybody that's met both of us can attest that we're not similar in a lot of ways. And so I think that that's kind of when I made my name for myself, or whatever you want to call it, and really became, a good part of the community.
Yeah, it's never fun to be known in someone else's shoes or trying to fill them. My sister and I went to the same high school for a year together, and she hated it there because I was a senior when she was a freshman. So kind of get the other side of the coin with that part. Yeah. Awesome. Heating up a little.
For sure.
All right, Josh, we have a reoccurring segment on our show called Explain That Gram, where we do a deep dive on our guest's Instagram and other places, pull interesting pictures that need more context. So I'll show you a picture on our monitor over there. If you could tell me the bigger story. Does that sound good?
Yeah, sounds awesome.
Awesome. All right, first, can you explain the story behind this photo and what exactly happened in it?
Oh, so this is actually quite a sad story. So me and two of my good friends, Alex Scagnelli and Cole Hargett, get into my car. And I had an off-brand Yeti that I placed on top of the car. Very near and dear to my heart. Drank a lot of soda out of that. And I put it on top of my car, got in the car, drove around the corner of the alley behind J23, heard something hit the top of my car, and then hit the ground. And I soon realized that it was that it was my Yeti. And so I pulled into a parking spot and got out, and a Jeep narrowly missed it and did not run over it. And I'm throwing up my hands, stop, to this little Kia Soul, man. And it goes, and just smashes my Yeti as as Alex and Cole made contact with the ground because they were laughing so hard. So yeah, it was really, really sad and devastating story. So
yeah,
it's good to get to tell that story, let the people hear it.
Awesome. Now, what about this next photo? It looks like a picture with all your siblings. What's the backstory of that?
So that's Hilton Head Island. We went there a lot as children. So we went back during the pandemic, just kind of a nostalgic trip when we were able to get out of the house. And so that is in Salty Dog Cafe, one of the best eateries in the United States. Remember that? And yeah, that was just a nice wholesome photo with me and my siblings as we got to dine at one of our, favorite childhood spots.
Yeah. Did you guys go there every year, or was it more of just like whenever you could?
It was usually every year. We went to Disney a couple years, so it was anytime we went to the beach, we went to Hilton Head. I'd say rode bikes
awesome.
Everywhere, unfortunately, because my dad forced us to. If anybody relates to that.
That's fair. So last up, we have this one. What's the story behind it looks like to potentially be your first Tennessee football game against Missouri?
Yeah. No, that was, I don't know if that was my first. That was 4 years ago. I couldn't tell you if that was my first game. We got the mask around the chin. That was when we were required to wear a mask inside the stadium, AKA wear it around the chin. We were outside. I was not going to wear it around my face. Not to get political. You can cut that if you want. But yeah, it was a good time. Me and my friends got on the ride there. Is my good friend Luke Morris, who I roomed with freshman year. Known him since 3rd grade. Grew up with him. And then the two ladies in the middle are my two friends from high school. Yeah, it's bad too.
Bad taste or bad spice?
Yeah, it's Tropic Star.
Yeah. So it's a weird flavor.
Spice isn't bad.
Yeah. So medicine has been a passion of yours for a while now.
Yeah.
You've had the experience of both sides of the coin, with working in a medical setting and studying it while here at college. Can you describe where your passion for being in medicine came from and why you've continued to pursue it throughout all these years?
Good question, Connery. Yeah, I think it kind of just derived from I've always had a passion, I guess, to help people, and this is the best way to do that. I'm not a big, getting down in there gross guy. I can't be a nurse, so I have a lot of respect for nurses. Sorry, I'm on fire right now. And so I've always had a passion for it, and I think. So I've always had a passion for it, and I think it's only grown since being in a hospital setting, since working as a patient transporter at UT Medical Center. And yeah, just being able to see the impact that I can have, but just by doing such a little thing as moving people to their, to their scans, discharging, and being able to have that little impact on them has been huge in kind of growing that passion for being in medicine.
Yeah. Can you give some insight, even though you haven't had much time yet, into the difference between studying and working in medicine, and which excites you more?
Not studying.
I figured.
Definitely working, as I said, kind of just getting to see that interaction, that patient to that patient interaction has been the big teller of, or it's been the big teller for me that this is my passion and that's what I really want to do. While studying is more of you don't really get to see yourself actually having an impact. You will one day, but it's kind of just the grind to get to there.
Yeah.
Get to that point where you can have an even bigger impact upon people.
Nice. You ready to move on to the
Give me a second.
number 7?
Let me see.
No worries, all the time you need, man.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
Let's do it. Heating up.
Yeah, I had to get that one down.
So being the co-director of VolCatholic this past year has been a huge role for you to take on here around the church. How would you say taking on has impacted both your leadership skills and your faith life?
I think that, it's a really messed up time to ask that question. I think that it's really helped me grow as a leader, being able to lead the community and kind of be that person of contact for new people coming into the community. And I think that it's also given me that extra responsibility to kind of help people and meet them where they're at. I'm a big meet them where they're at guy, because that's kind of how I was and how I needed to be. I needed to be met where I was at. So I think that has only grown my faith in my leadership skills. It's kind of the extra responsibility and seeing it from the standpoint of like being able to sacrifice so much and seeing how much people sacrificed for me when I wasn't on exec. So yeah.
Nice. If you had any words of wisdom to give to those thinking about applying for exec, what would you say based on this past year?
Do it. It's great. I wouldn't have it any other way. Besides this, I take back all statements about this was going to be easy. Yeah, I do it. It's great. You'll never get more joy out of being able to give back to this community. This is the biggest way, in my opinion, to give back to the community and work to grow it directly in that through giving up your time and your effort. I know it's busy and it's hard. And you're busy as a college student, but trust me, there's plenty of time in your day. I'm pretty busy. Obviously, people are busier than me. But I think everybody can find time in their day, and it brings you a lot of joy, and can really help you grow in your faith and take that next step to help lead other people to Christ.
That's awesome.
How did it look on camera?
Doing okay?
No.
We're almost there, man. So close.
Yeah.
So friendship and being around those you care about has been an important part of your life, whether it be living with Sal, Owen, and Luke, visiting family and your siblings, or these past years here at John the 23rd with Kyle and Skaggs. Relationships have played a large role in your life. Can you describe what qualities you think help make a friendship great and how those have played a role in your relationships?
I think that having faithful relationships is really big, and I think that I've built so many relationships that have helped lead me to Christ. And kind of relationships centered around Christ is the biggest and most important thing in a relationship, as the ultimate goal is to be with Him and be in communion with Him. And I think that's what has made my relationships.
There's more down there.
Has made my relationships as fruitful as they've been, and has really helped me develop lifelong friends that I will cherish forever. Is that kind of Christ-centered aspect of it, as well as humor. Big humor guy, and I think that being able to truly have that fun with each other is a really important aspect that can take away from the seriousness of our journey, and kind of shed light on, I guess, a more funny aspect. I don't know. I can't think right now.
No, it's good. It's hard. What are some of your best memories with friends you've had in the past? What are some highlight moments you have?
As I said, the Alabama game was pretty awesome. You could throw on there every awakening I've been to. Killer. I think that those are highlight moments as well. I think that really just hanging out in the lounge. That is when I've got some of the most joy out of my time. Just whenever you're stressed out, you're between classes, you have a lot of work. You don't do any work in the lounge for sure. But you come there and you really just get to have that banter with one another that I think is so important to bring joy to each day of your life and kind of escape from the reality and the busyness of school.
Awesome.
How much?
There you go. As much as you want. A dab, fill the whole thing up, whatever you want.
It won't come out.
There you go.
Is that a lot? I mean, I don't know.
No, you're good. You're good. I'll try to match it. Yeah. Yeah, use the bucket.
I'm not gonna throw up, man.
There we go. There we go. All right. You ready?
No.
Here we go. Made it. We're here.
Okay.
We're at the top. Well, we're there. Keep it down.
I might go. Yeah, I'm going.
You're good.
There's no chance that was going down.
Hey,
I'm gonna be not gonna lie, man.
You got it in. You got it in. That's all that matters.
There's no chance that was going down.
You got it in. How have you been feeling? How are you feeling right now? Talk us through it. Talk us through it.
I feel great. You know, never felt better. As I said, this was gonna be pretty freaking easy. And you know, swallowed every single wing.
Dino Nugget.
Yeah, hopefully. Dino Nugget, sorry. And I feel great. You know, I really appreciate you having me on.
Well, there we go. Look at you, Josh Adkins, taking on the wings of death. Now there's nothing left to do but roll out the red carpet for you. This camera, this camera, this camera, let the people know what you have going on in your life.
Find me at Cool Beans Bar and Grill every night. Find me at every VolCatholic on Wednesdays. Apply for exec.
There you go. Nice. All right. How you feeling?
Good, man. I ain't got anything to say, man.
No?
You want me to say something?
No. What are you gonna do now?
Go throw up.
That's fair. Yeah, don't touch your face. Don't touch your face.
I'm not.
All right, good. Nice. We're good. We'll wrap up. Here we go.
In lieu of the first episode, if you have sensitive ears, I have to poop.
Nice. That one.
Yeah, in fact, the last one isn't the worst. This is the
This one. No, wait,
This
no,
one?
is it this
When
one?
I put the extra sauce, dude, it was so much worse.
This one the bomb?
No, I just spit it out.
Yeah.
That one's the bomb.
I was gonna throw up.
It hurts. But it's not that bad because it's soaked in.
It's not
Oh,
bad
it's
because
already
it's
in.
soaked in?
It's soaked in. If you were to put a fresh layer on, it would be worse. That's also part of the reason I wasn't doing too bad.
Thanks for having me, guys.
8, so I think I might puke.
Uh,
Little piece in your lip.
You're gonna don't touch your face.
good.
You just touched it.
Not good. My mouth
Josh,
is
you
hot.
got. Let's go wash our hands
Okay. Let's do it.
before we touch anything.
You killed that.
Put your face in it. You should wash your hand.
Yeah, I'll take a bite. Give me a bite.
The easiest one. I'm gonna take a little damn
Little nibble. That's not good.
Yeah.
It sounds really fun.
I know.
Get a flavor. Get a flavor.
Get a flavor.
Try it. You go first.
Hey, eat the rest of that last.
You want Cheers. No, you go first. I want to watch you.
Oh my god.
Just straight sauce.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, I'm not trying it. Is it spicy? No, it's okay.
a big one too. Hey, here, put a little fresh on there.
Hey, look, champ.
Hey, yeah, man.
We're good. Tanner's like, for me, no. Like, wait. Should I do it?
Go bigger than that. Go
Is
bigger.
it y'all? Are you doing it? Okay. I don't think there's flavor. Holy cow, it's oh my god.
Hi guys!
Zero right up. How's that good? Great game. Come here. Great game. That's just different. Oh, yeah. Great game, Durga.
Why did you do it, you clowns?
Oh, Kendall, just the whole gallon.
What happened to all these wings?
We're curious.
Here's my coffee.
Who's was this?